This is my 2002 Corvette Z06, and I just wanted to get some footage of it before I start making changes. Let's start off with the listing pictures that the previous owner posted when I bought the car. I purchased it in January of 2016, so I've owned the Corvette for 4.5 years so far. I'm going to go over everything that I've done so far and let you guys know what the plan is going forward. So starting at the front, I did replace the blinker lights. They were a bit faded, so I replaced them. Still looks factory. Moving down the side, of course, one of the most noticeable things are the wheels. So these are C7 ZR1 style wheels. I have 19s in the front, 20s in the back. I also have drilled and slotted brake rotors, which I have painted gold. Now I still have the factory wheels, so you know, if I ever want to go back I can do that, but for right now we're rolling with the ZR1 wheels. On the side, the rear brake duct, the vent duct, there's a carbon fiber cover on it, and this actually was done by the previous owner. I think it looks pretty good, so it stays. Of course, we have the WorkingWithWimberley decal in the windows. Coming around here, everything is pretty much stock. I still have the titanium axle back exhaust that came on the Z06. Of course, we have the filler plate right there. And that's pretty much it for the outside. So we have the mod red interior. This is black and torch red, and this was a GM factory option. It's not custom, it's just an option that you could have selected for this car. This did not have the mod red interior when I purchased it. It was all black. I wanted this interior, so I pieced it together off of eBay, swapped everything out, and then I sold the all black interior. Pretty much made all of my money back, so it was a direct swap. I think this looks better, of course, in my opinion. We have the Lloyd mats, and here I have a C6 shifter. This is the factory C6 shifter. You just unbolt your C5 shifter, put this one in. It's a direct replacement. The steering wheel, I had this custom wrapped, so it's leather with the black and red. It's still the stock Corvette steering wheel, it's just wrapped. So for the pedals, I have an aluminum gas pedal and the aluminum dead pedal, just to match the clutch and brake. The center console, I had this custom stitched with the Z06 logo. So the one thing that I did do with the factory radio, on the Z06 it does not come with a CD changer. That wasn't an option, but there is an aux button here for the CD changer. I purchased a kit where you can connect it to where the CD changer would go, and it gives you an aux cord, and I ran it through the center console. So it's the factory radio, but you can hook your phone up and you can still listen to your music without having to use CDs. So that's pretty much it for the interior. So let's talk about under the hood. So I have not done many modifications under the hood. The previous owner put this cold air intake in. The only thing that I did was I added long tube headers. You can see, kind of see it right here. We'll swing around to the passenger side. Okay, you can see it better here. So I added long tube headers, and I put these on myself in my garage. It was a bit of a process, but you know, I took my time. I wasn't in a rush. So that's it for the engine modifications. I have long tube headers and X pipe with no cats, and we have the cold air intake, and that's pretty much it. I also want to mention I did lower the car on the stock bolts, so it does sit a little bit lower. And even with the 19s in front and 20s in back, I have no issues with rubbing. Everything fits fine, so it is lowered on the stock bolts. I also installed the skip shift eliminator. And now I'll quickly mention maintenance, because I had to do some work to this Corvette when I got it. After purchasing the Corvette, I replaced both front wheel hubs, both sway bar end links, and outer tie rod ends. I replaced the battery. There's a new battery. I replaced the serpentine belt tensioner. There's a new serpentine belt. There's also a new AC belt. Of course, I did the brake pads and rotors. I replaced the radiator because the old one was cracked. And I actually made a video on that, so that's on the YouTube channel, how to replace the radiator. I replaced the motor for the passenger side pop-up headlight. That was one of the first things I did when I bought the car. That's pretty much all I've done with the car so far, and it's pretty stock, but things are about to change. So I'm gonna call this project C06, C for carbon fiber. Every body panel that can be replaced with carbon fiber, that's what I'm going to do. So fenders, quarters, hood, everything I can replace with carbon, I'm going to swap it out and just try to make this a little different. This is episode 1 of project C06. Just want to show you guys what the car looked like when I bought it and where it's at now, and we'll go step by step through the process of changing it to the carbon fiber Z06. I've owned many cars, and this is the only car that has ever had sentimental value to me. My father encouraged me to get this car. He went with me to inspect it, to pick it up, and he even drove this car. He took this picture right after we got home with the Corvette, and he passed away unfortunately in August of 2016. I actually started this YouTube channel because of him, and I plan to keep this Corvette forever. So click subscribe, tune in to this build, and thanks for watching, and God bless you all.